Morning. This message, I'm feeling a little hoarse this morning, so please forgive me. But I'm just calling to give you an update today. I'm logging on to give you an update today. Um, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that Christopher and I are not a match. The good news is Christopher and I are a match. Now let me explain that. Christopher and I are not a match for a kidney transplant together, but we are a match in our hearts together. So we are family now, and we will continue to be as such. My disappointment today doesn't come from just the fact that we're not a match for each other. It comes from the fact that I still have not received a phone call from Emory to even let me know that information. Chris received email on last Wednesday to let him know that he was not a match for me. But no one has called him, and no one has called me. So I just find that kind of rude and just strange that this is your line of business. This is what you do. And you're that inconsiderate of the lives of people that have been jumping through hoops, doing everything you say, everything you need for 3 months, and you couldn't even pick up a phone and have the decency to call and have that conversation with the patient and the donor. What can we do about this? We need to be able to do something. This is ridiculous. I'm okay with starting over. This will be my third time. A lot of you don't know that. This is the third person that has offered and started testing for me. So I'm okay with the starting over part as badly as I wanted Christopher to be my match. But I'm okay with starting over because I still, even in this process, I still gained another brother. So I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is Emery's attitude about our lives, about people's lives, about the patients' lives. So I wonder how many transplant patients out there have had to deal with this craziness. Why wouldn't the first thing you do be to test and see if the two are a match? Before you have stress tests done, before you have echocardiograms done, before you get all this blood work done, why wouldn't the first thing you do is find out if the two are a match or not? And if they're not a match, then y'all welcome to get the test done through your own physicians. But why would you have us doing all this stuff just to find out that we can't even move forward? And then y'all, let me tell y'all what Emory did. They sent an email to Chris to let him know he was not my match, but let him know he could call them and participate in this paired matching program where he could still give a kidney to someone in hopes that they'll still find someone to give a kidney to me. Okay, so Christopher's response was, that's a negative. That's not going to happen. Uh, we want to pick and choose who we share our lives with. It's not just about giving an organ. It's about adding a person into your family and connecting lives together. It's not as simple as just, well, you can give this person over here you don't know anything about, you haven't talked to. You give them your kidney, and we'll find some random person to give Lydia a kidney. No, we don't want to do that. He said the only way he would participate in something like that is if it was a child in desperate need. But I'm so blessed that he has the kind of heart that he would even say that after all he's gone through for me. He's put his life on hold. He's turned down job opportunities. He's turned down opportunities to be to travel abroad. He's been waiting, wanting to make sure he could do this for me before he moved forward with his own life. And all the value in that, the only response Emory has to that is, We're going to send you an email. So that's the part that has me a little upset today. But I do want to just say a big thank you to Christopher. You know, we've already talked. We talked about an hour the other night. But I love you, bruh. And I'm so uh, blessed to have you in my life. Me and Eric, we really appreciate you and we love you and thank you for everything you've done for us. And I just want to thank my husband for just standing firm with me and allowing me Thursday and Friday is the 2 days I could break down with no problem. And I broke all the way down just out of just disappointment. So I'm thankful for that, and my mom and my dad for just hanging in there and for just trying to be positive for me and keep me uplifted. My girl Vonda, who stepped up, didn't hesitate, who helped me because Friday, for some reason, after getting that call on Thursday, Friday was the toughest dialysis day I have ever had. I literally could not breathe when we drove up to that door. It's like I could not make myself get out of the car and go in there to treatment. Because I'm telling you, hopelessness is a powerful thing. You've got to have hope and you've got to continuously have faith. And I know I'm being tested for whatever reason, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I constantly pray for patience, and Lord knows my patience is being tested. So I'm going to get out of this when I'm supposed to get out of this. I want to thank my Mount Ena Church family for hanging in there with me and for loving on me on Saturday. And just for all your prayers and your blessings, I just want to ask you to please continue to pray my Pastor Hendricks for your love and concern through this whole thing. I thank you for that. My brother, Minister Emery Arnold, for checking on me and for loving on me. My girl Sharon, you already know you are my heart. You and Carmen, I love you both. I thank you for just being my cheerleaders, for being my bodyguards, but being everything for me. My girl Rachel for hanging in there with me and Christopher, for staying in touch with Christopher, and for loving on him. For all of you all, for Carla, for everyone that felt the need to comment and say something uplifting to him. Pamela, Tanya, my cousin Tanya in Maryland, my cousin Letitia in Greene County, all of you for loving on us and for staying there and for continuously reaching out to me and reaching out to him. I thank you so much. And it means a lot. I read those comments. Those comments keep me going. They keep me feeding in the right direction. My girl Deborah, you know, some people didn't know what to say. My Aunt Mary Nell that loved on me and that checked on me, even if not to me directly, even if you call my parents, I appreciate that. At least I know that that I'm in your mind, I'm in your hearts, and I love you for that. Thank you all. I know you're going through a lot of things in your own lives, that you took the time out to be concerned about me and concerned about Eric and concerned about Christopher. And I thank you for that. We love you. All of those that contributed to the Kidney Foundation, I love you for that. I thank you. I just got another donation from Ms. Hattie Whitlock. I love you. I'm going to post that this week. All of you who have just stepped up and just really showed out and showed me who you are. And that is the kind of inspiration that I need right now. And I love you, and I'm hoping that I can inspire others to continue to fight on no matter what your vice is. Kidney failure is my vice. But it's not who I am. It does not define me. It doesn't make me the person I want to be. That's just my vice. That's just mine. Somebody else might have cancer. Somebody else might have diabetes. Someone else might have a sick child. Someone else might have a sick parent. Whatever your vice is, whatever you're going through, just know that God is still God. He is still on the throne. He's still making way. He's still working miracles. And it's still possible. All things are possible. I love you. I need your prayers. But I just thank you so much for everything you've done this far. And if anything else changes, I will come on here and update you. Love you all.